Hello and welcome to episode 444, all the fours, 444, of the Daily Sales Message Podcast. I know I'm doing that. Where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff. But at 444 episodes, it's very clear that I'm starting to lose my mind now, so I do apologize for that. Right, in today's episode, we're talking about meaningful names. Meaningful names. This is a bugbear of mine. Are you doing this? Maybe you need to rethink this. When we name our business, our product, our service, we generally pick a name that we like. We like it. It's the name of my favorite color. It's the same name as my neighbor, my dog, a Latin word I like, or whatever. If you name your business product or your service anything other than the absolute explicit, brutal, descriptive articulation of what it is, it's a clear sales message, for example, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm very biased when I say this, of course, you've got to recognize that, but you're putting a barrier in between you and your client or your buyer unnecessarily. If you have a weird abstract name for your business product or service, it's putting a barrier. If I don't have an abstract name, I'm going to beat you. And I can have a worse product or service than you, but if people actually understand my product or service, I'm probably going to beat you. So just remember that explanations are expensive. The second you have to say, well, it's the third star in the blah, 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 you've lost me because I don't care. I'm just trying to work out if this thing is going to work for me or not. And it's a really easy trap to fall into. And it sounds horrible and brutal, doesn't it? But this is the world we live in. If you name your business or product or service for something that you like, you're very unlikely to do well, versus somebody that's named it explicitly and clearly to explain and articulate the nature of the offering. Now, of course, for upmarket high value things, that's a little bit different. Totally get you on that. But in the world of small business and solopreneurs in particular, having an explicit, easy to understand, explanatory name for your business, product or service is going to win every single time. So just make sure when you're naming something, you don't give yourself a bad name. Put yourself in the best position to succeed. Don't have these kind of understanding and explanation barriers in the way. Right, that's it for this telling off edition of the podcast. Tomorrow in episode 445, I'm going to be talking about a chocolate bar. A chocolate bar and how it was described back in the day when I was a small boy and we used to eat this chocolate bar. But I'll explain more about that in tomorrow's episode as I stifle yet another yawn on the Daily Sales Message because I'm trying to record too many of these episodes at once. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end and putting up with me. I appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for a less yawny and more chocolatey edition of the Daily Sales Message.